People that don't like tea have bad energy. Okay, burn some sage and go drink some tea. Hey, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of didnt. If you are new here, please subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in once more. New videos every week, so if you're into that, make sure you subscribe. Okay, so I asked you guys on Instagram, I put a sticker up and I asked you to ask me medical related questions, so I'm gonna answer them. So the first one I received was, what do you want to specialize in? I don't know, quite frankly, I don't know. I honestly went into med school because I wanted to become a neurologist, and then I mean, I still would and I still do consider it a lot, but it's now like it's at the same level of consideration as everything else. It's every other specialty. I mean, there's pediatrics, there's OBGYN. Like every time we do a new blog, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm so into this, you know. So it's like my interests are very wide. So I think as I get more clinical practice and more into the vibes, I'll decide for real. But for now, like, I don't know, guys. That's a good question. I would probably have just graduated from a BSc degree and I would have been trying to get into medicine, or I wanted to do dentistry if not medicine, so maybe I would have been doing dentistry. Maybe I would have been doing physiotherapy, but I don't know, I can't see. I would have been doing vet. Yes, I also wanted to do vet. Or I would have been doing law. I also applied for law and I got in for law, like every university. So I could have been doing law if I wasn't doing medicine. Yep, that's my final answer. I probably would have been doing law. And I think I probably would have hated it. So I'm glad I'm doing medicine. Okay. Do you start getting paid in your final year? My final year is in 6th year. That's by the grace of God in 2023. I don't think I get paid in final year. I should research more into this career, but the way things are going, like, anything can change, you see me? Okay, what's your favorite subject? Like in life or like in school? Because I learn a lot outside of med school, you know, so I have a lot of topics I'm into and I have a lot of subjects I'm into that are not necessarily part of the syllabus. But syllabus wise, I really enjoy physiology and I really enjoy surgery. Like when they start talking like, yeah, and then the graft here, and then we do this, and then like, I love surgical procedures. Like sometimes I just watch surgeries on YouTube and that'll be my studying for the day, you know. I don't know if that's a subject, but yeah. Okay, how do you remember everything? Oh, I don't. That's how. But you know, since things are a little online now, it's like, do I have to necessarily remember, or can I just put it up on my wall and press Control F, you know? But that's a joke because I don't do that. How long have you wanted to become a doctor? It's like I said, I wanted to do neurology for the longest time. I don't even know why. Doctor Strange, I watched Doctor Strange and I was like, oh snap, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, when did Doctor Strange come out? Now but I mean, Doctor Strange's always been a thing. So who else? I mean, there was also Pinky and the Brain, there was Mrs. Cerebellum in Powerpuff Girls. There was just like a lot of characters in my life that, oh, you know what, my sister is a doctor, right? So we have a really huge age gap. So when she was like already in school and such, like I was looking up to her, like, you know, like full on, you see me, like her career was launched while I was like in grade 7. So I really looked up to her and I was like, oh my gosh, it's such a cute life, you know. I just really romanticized it, and yeah, I was like, okay, let's do that. So how long? How did I? That's the thing. It was like an on and off. Like I'd think about it, but I was never like convinced. And then when it was time to apply for uni, I was like, okay, I'm sure. Okay. What do you think of death, bro? How's that even medical related? Like now y'all just like talking. I think we are all living and just gathering people for our funerals. Okay. But I don't want to talk about it because I feel like it's sensitive, you know. I don't know, especially like 2020, like we lost a lot of people, so I don't want to like downplay death and be like, yeah, it's not that deep, it's part of life. Because I mean, humans are emotional, so it is that deep, you know, that it happens. And I know that I will be exposed to quite a few deaths later in my career, or now in my career, so I'll see. How did online learning go? Oh, sweetie, it's still going. And I think I like it because I can just decide my hours, you know, like the lectures are recorded. So I can just be like, okay, I'll do work at midnight. And I actually will do work at midnight. So it's like, it's not a strict routine, like it's very free, and I like that. Yeah, I don't know, it's not bad. I don't necessarily miss campus. Like, I'm really good. So I'm really glad they're saying that practicals will only resume around March or April. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm chilling. Like, I'm not complaining. It's just though our fees don't make sense because it's like, yeah. Why? You see, you guys are asking me not to meet Dr. L. This one said, why do we sneeze, or what causes it? I don't know. Dust. We sneeze because we want to expel stuff from our respiratory tract. Let me actually Google it. Why do we sneeze? I say it's dust and allergies, and just it's I still haven't read my Google results, but it's like it's an immune reaction to particles that go up your airways, usually in your nasal airways, I think. Okay. Sneezing is simply an involuntary release of air that helps the body to get rid of irritants in our nose and throat, like allergens, dirt, or dust. That's why we sneeze, sweetie. Does blood irk you? Not really. I mean, it irks me just as much as anyone. Like, I'm not like gonna watch someone cut off their finger and like enjoy it, you know. I don't like violence, but if someone's hurt, I can look past it and try to help them. That makes sense. So I haven't like in real life seen like trauma, like, you know, like a stab through the heart and just all this gore, you know. But in movies, I can really stand it. In person, when if someone falls and scrapes their knee, I can stand it and, you know, do something about it. So blood isn't that deep. We all bleed. It makes us human. But the eyes though, that's what irks me. I need to get over that. But the eyes and the nails, like, it irks me. Like, if there's any injury of the nail, or like, or if someone's like sticking a needle through the nail, it just, I can't do it. Or like your eye, if something goes in the eye, or that irks me. But how was day one of school, chum? Like, hey, I didn't go because I was like, how's this even gonna work? Because there was no official notice for people to quarantine 14 days before coming back to school. So I'm like, I live with my mama and I ain't trying to get her sick because I wanted to go get some PPE from school. So I stayed my ass at home because I knew that she was gonna get cancelled. You see me? So I didn't go. And then some of you are just being silly. You were just being silly. But okay, how do you survive it? Second day back and I'm already going shit. girl, I was behind on day one because, okay, the thing about how this year went was that there was already work that we did last year at the end of the third year syllabus. So we did like a fourth year level. No, we did like neuroanatomy and stuff like that. So we did that like for a week, right? When I tell you I didn't do anything because I knew it wasn't getting tested until next year, which is this year, I did nothing. So I had to catch up all of that the whole first week of school. So I was behind on day one basically, but I'm back and I'm slaying. Okay, so that's that. Okay, this one says, how do you study so many lecture slides? Because they overwhelm me. What I do really is YouTube videos. Like sometimes lectures we doing the most. Like I have lecture notes that are like 108 slides, and it's like, sir. So usually I just watch a YouTube video, and then I'll make notes from the YouTube video and everything, right? And I'll make sure that it's covering all the relevant stuff that's within the lecture slides anyways. From there, sharp, I'll read the lecture notes quick, bruh. Like I'm a reader, so I will read it quick, nah, and yeah, what makes sense will make sense and click. What doesn't, I'll mize, and I'll hope for the best. So yeah, that's how I study mini lecture slides. How are you able to manage everything and pass? How, guys? I study. But like, word to God, I mean, online school is a little easier, okay? I'm not saying like the questions are easier or anything, like, but just do past papers, you know, like if you don't finish the slides because there's so many, just watch YouTube videos, write the topic of those slides, search it in your YouTube, watch the videos, boom. After that, do past papers. What you don't know, you look at through your lecture slides, okay? That's it. That's how I manage everything. And time management, you know, because sometimes I'll be spending my time on some dumb shit, like so time management and like the reward system, you know, you sit down for an hour. After that hour, you watch a 20-minute episode of New Girl or The Office or whatever you're into that could make you smile. You back at it. Midnight, you go get your midnight snack, you make yourself a whole meal, okay, because you deserve it. And you drink some tea, okay, and you drink some water, okay, and you keep it moving. Okay, this one says, do you feel like you have a life outside of school? Oh, yes. That is one thing I make sure of. I make sure to water all my hobbies. I make sure to learn outside of school and to make friends outside of school. And I just have such a life outside of school. Like, yeah, I have bigger things going for me. I have plans outside of my career. Like, it's not everything to me, you know. Like, obviously I count my blessings each day that I'm able to go to school, you know. But okay, I'm growing outside of it, you know. This is just something I do in my free time. Why is anatomy like this? I agree. There's just so damn much. Like, we did anatomy in second year, 6 months. I think it was 5 months worth of anatomy of the whole entire body, okay? If you don't know, anatomy is just structures of the body in relation to other structures of the body. So you need to know, like, yeah, where is the stomach anterior to or posterior to, superior to, blood supply, venous drainage, nerves, plexus. It's just too much, man. It's too much. It's doable when you take a deep breath, you complain less, and you just do more. You'll get through it, sis. Alright, that is it. Those are all the questions you guys asked. If you didn't ask me a question, Zoe Sol. Bad, I'm joking. You can ask me in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.